Hi Pisces, welcome. So Pisces, this is going to be a reading. I'm going to start with the general messages and then I'm going to go into the you versus them love reading. And yeah, my readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever you find this, that's when it's for you, and let's get into it. So Pisces, when I was meditating and clearing my energy for your reading, I was getting images of the hangman in tarot. So the hangman to me is like the enlightened one, but it's also talking about getting new perspectives. It was in the reverse, so I feel also that if you've been kind of in an uncomfortable, situation, a situationship, an uncomfortable energy, just like in general, I feel that kind of releasing from you, and or you getting some sort of clarity or reprieve from that situation, Pisces. So let's see what else we have though coming through and take a look at the cards. You did get one card out already. It's the Ace of Pentacles. I love that. That's about abundance. Like, who doesn't want that card, right? It's about money coming in. It's about an opportunity that maybe could create money for you in the future or create more security in your life, right? Of course, the Ace of Pentacles can also talk about growth opportunities and commitments in relationships. So we shall see what else. You have the card of Sagittarius. Could have that in your chart or be vibing with one. And or it just could be the influencing vibes. Very philosophical, very outside of the box, not afraid to take risks, not afraid to try new things. It's about going on new experiences, and it also talks about travel. So you may have that in the books for early 2025. So we shall see. Let's go a little bit further though and see if we have anything else here for you. Well, of course we do, but let's see what else. Projections, the burden. Give me one more. And friendliness. Very interesting. So to me, when this card combination comes out, it is about, unburdening yourself with how other people may perceive you or their own projections or blame towards yourself, Pisces, but also paying attention to any area of yourself, Pisces, that may be projecting, blaming, or burdening, okay? Because, energy exchange goes both ways. It's not always other people that are the problem. Sometimes it truly is us. Sometimes it's us that need a deeper dive that we need to reflect on. But either way, I feel like there could be, whether it's coming from you or coming from somebody else, some projecting going on, and it could be quite bothersome, okay? Especially when, I want to say mirroring other people is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's wonderful, like if you're in a really high vibration, you're feeling a lot of love and joy and laughter, and somebody that you're with is projecting that back to you, and they're also having fun and laughing and loving, then it's quite a beautiful mirror effect, right? When it doesn't feel so good is when our anger is pointed at someone or towards someone, and or we are in a funk or a bad mood or whatever, and then that gets projected back to us, right? Then it's like, this is kind of annoying. I don't like that I'm getting back maybe what I'm vibrationally giving off, which can be extremely frustrating, right? But, energy exchange is a real thing, right? And it's palpable. So the greatest thing about knowing though about vibration and what you're emanating or what you're giving off to others is that you're in complete control of that. So technically speaking, Pisces, if you were to hold yourself in a high vibing, good feeling space, regardless of what anybody else is thinking or feeling, then you would start to attract, project, and mirror the best in everyone you meet. Even if they're not the best person, you're going to get the best out of them though, because they have to meet you where your attraction level is. And so just kind of food for thought, we literally train people how to treat us through our vibrational offerings, aka our moods and how we react and yada yada yada, right? But you also have the card here of friendliness. So they are highlighting relationships and friendships, most importantly. So, oh, and that kind of goes with what I was saying. Like for some of you, you ever heard that term, kill them with kindness? You know, for some of you, the answer to whatever this frustration is to take the friendly approach. So let's go a bit deeper and see what else for my Pisces. What else? What else for a Pisces? Ooh. You have the Knight of Pentacles. My nose is itching. So sorry if I'm like moving my nose around. It's like super itchy all of a sudden. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. What's this about? Really, a judgment call. And what is that about? Okay, a relationship. So, Pisces, again, highlighting relationships, friendships, family, unions, things of that nature. This is my card of like hesitancy or feeling a bit stuck, right? It's next to the King of Pentacles, which could be somebody you're dealing with. And or this could be how you're emanating right now. This person is, you know, very grounded, very sturdy, but also can be closed off, can be super critical, you know, and difficult to budge, okay? And then you have the card of Judgment, which again makes me think of this King of Pentacles here. So some of you could literally be dealing with a situation or a person where it's just like, nothing budges, no matter what tactic you use or how you've come at it. It may just feel like it just never results in like the outcome that you want. Like the more you try to push, the more this person stays put almost. There could also be like a very judgmental error or criticalness around the connection. And again, that's interesting because they're saying the way to budge that person or that situation is through commonalities, not what's wrong, not what needs to be fixed, not with what's different, but what we have in common, what we both want, friendliness, you know, that type of approach, which is very interesting. Some of you, this is your mate. Others of you, again, friend, family member, ex, whatever. And or it could be you, Pisces. Now keep it real. You could be the one that's being hypercritical and stubborn and unbudgeable. In that case, somebody may be trying very hard to get you to budge, or maybe trying to hyper analyze, you know, how to open you up to get you to be a little bit more free flowing and friendly, etc. So let's see what else we have coming through for Pisces. Three of Swords. Ooh. Nine of Wands. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of offstandish energy here. And the Three of Swords is very hurtful energy. It's like having your feelings hurt or being heartbroken, right? And then the Nine of Wands is like, then therefore putting your guard up and having your defenses ready. But instead, there's an opportunity to put an end to this, whatever this is. So I feel like there's some sort of vicious cycle going on. I think this is inside of a relationship dynamic. And again, could be any relationship. You're with your mother, your mate, your friend, whoever's this resonating with. But I feel like it needs to come to an end, or there is like an ending coming possibly in that cyclic type of hurtful behavior where one is criticizing the other and it's defensiveness. And I can't help but to think that the holidays are coming up, and sometimes like when family gets together, it could either be beautiful or a very treacherous territory. Just depends how well you get along with the fam, you know what I mean? Like, so some of you, this is a family dynamic, but like I said, others of you, it's a specific relationship I'm referring to. But it's like, again, you know, there needs to be a change in that, and or there's an ending coming through in that cycle. Okay, so let's go further. The Magician, the Page of Cups. Oh, a peace offering. Nice. So, Pisces, you very well may manifest some sort of peace offering here, or a gesture of love, a gesture of understanding, whether it be coming from you and or coming from another person. It's like, you know, and or just finding it within yourself to make peace with yourself so that you yourself could go back to being your usual loving, beautiful Piscean energy. You know what I mean? Like, to me, this is Pisces energy at its best. It's like that sweet innocence that lives inside of all Pisces. Even though you are, in my opinion, the pioneers of the zodiac, you tend to be the softest underneath it all. And I mean that in a positive way, but it's like manifesting this softness, this innocence, and then the Knight of Cups is like taking action on that, expressing your emotions. This could be from somebody from the past or about the past. So, for example, if you've been carrying something with you for all of 2024, maybe just through this last stint that has been bothering you or weighing on you or hurtful, this might be a good time to put an end to that by speaking on it or making peace with it, whether that be just inside of yourself energetically, because remember, you can come to peace with things without actually speaking it ever to another person. But for some of you, yes, it's that olive branch that you've been looking for. It's that opportunity to have that moment of loving expression, okay, whether it's coming from you or towards you. But I feel like there's something being laid to rest here and put to peace, and it has to deal with, I feel, another person or people and something from the past. So here is your opportunity. And let's see what the guidance card has to say for Pisces. And then we will go to the love reading. What is the guidance? You got two cards. Card number 3. The law of attraction assembles all cooperative relationships. So there's this vortex of becoming, a vortex that contains all of the requests, all of the amended requests, each and every detail of each and every asking that is emanated from you. And the law of attraction is responding to that. The vortex is literally drawing in all things necessary for the completion of every request it contains. All cooperative components are being summoned and are coming for the completion of these creations, for the answering of these questions, and for the solutions to your problems. Ew, okay. Then you have card number 55. Everything is always working out for me. Nothing ever goes wrong because every piece of contrast, no matter how wrong it seems to be, is always helping you to clarify what it is you do want. And that is the thing that we want you to remember most of all. The contrast, no matter how it looks in any moment, is contributing mightily to your expansion. The things that you call things going wrong in your life experience are actually only the distance between the things that are oh so right and your current perspective about them. Which is funny that it talks about perspective, because I saw the Hangman in my meditation, and that's all about perspective as well, so that tied in nicely, didn't it? Okay, so let's go then to the love reading. I am going to clear my cards and clear my energy, and then I will be right back, so stay right there. I'll see you in just a second. Welcome back. All right, Pisces, now I'm going to go back and forth. Woo, maybe. The cards just went everywhere. I'm going to be going back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep an open mind. It's not always about your intimate partners or your exes. Sometimes it is about your mother, your brother, your friend, your coworker, you name it. Keep an open mind. But let's get into it and see Pisces, and feel free to flip the message if you need to. Your overall energy came out as the King of Wands, and person Pisces is connecting with, let's see. I have a song in my head. I can't get it out of my head, but I'm not really sure what the words are. It might not even have words. It's just that song. Maybe because it's Christmas. Maybe I probably heard it somewhere. You know, that song that's like, just was anybody able to pick up what song that was by that? Yeah, it's got like trumpets in it. Anyways, whatever. Okay, so you have the card of the King of Wands, and this person has the card of the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Swords. So this talks about courage, strength, leadership. This is how you're showing up in the energy of Pisces. This person is showing up as the Queen of Swords. Could be an air sign, but doesn't have to be. Which is all about independence, freedom of thought, very intellectual, but not very emotional energy. And it's next to the card of destiny. So there might be karma here between you and this person, or some sort of karmic tie, okay? But it also talks about divine timing, right, and destiny. So let's go further and see. We're going to look at your most recent past and what led up to the now. And we're also going to look at how you both think and feel about each other and most likely outcomes. So, recent past. Ooh. You have the High Priestess, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles in the past. So I feel like this is like you, Pisces, you know, maybe wanting to speak on something or move forward with something, but holding yourself back. And I think that's because your intuition is, you know, speaking to you about the right timing, and or it could be the opposite. Some of you like intuitively wanted to move forward with something, but your ego held you back. I feel like actually that's kind of more so how I'm picking this up, but it could be either one. I just get a sense of frustration here, Pisces, and I also get a sense of a bit of feeling like stuck, or that something's not budging, or this person isn't, or possibly you aren't, which is funny because I got that in the spiritual reading as well. So let's go into this person's recent past. The Hangman, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. So I feel like, yes, Pisces, person you're connecting with, getting a different perspective on love and commitment, okay? I feel like this person, you know, was maybe in this space where they felt also a little frustrated or a little stuck, but I feel that they've kind of moved past that energy here, Pisces, and are kind of getting unstuck, if you will, and like now prioritizing what feels good to them, particularly when it comes to love and just like loving their life in general, and also what they're committed to, right? It could be also that this person is in love with you, committed to you, loves you, married to you, I don't know, wants to do that. I mean, there's lots of different ways I could read that, so let's go further though and see. Let's see. So, Pisces, how do you see this person in the now? Two of Swords, Ace of Wands, the Moon. There's not, I don't know if there's a lot of hidden emotion, or maybe like some things that you're not really quite seeing just yet. But I feel like, I keep getting the song, There's Nothing Holding Me Back, but I actually feel like somebody's holding back. I got a similar message in the Capricorn reading. If you're dealing with Capricorn, go check theirs out. But I feel like, you know, when it comes to this person, there is like this unknown, I want to get this right. There's something you don't always trust, okay? and or it's the fear of the unknown. I'm not really sure why that would be showing up, but there is a lot of passion here. If this is an intimate connection, this is talking about sexual attraction, so being attracted to each other, which is always a good idea if you're in that kind of relationship, right? But for those of you that this is like platonic, it's just like having the same feeling inspired, let me say that, emotionally by this person or by this connection. And I do feel that there's a deep bond here. There's something very intimate here. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is an intimate connection. But again, general reading. It just seems like there's a deep emotional bond with this person. So let's see how this person thinks of Pisces, the Hierophant, the Eight of Swords, the Empress, and the Knight of Wands. So I feel like Pisces, when it comes to this person, there's a lot that you guys don't either express to each other or that you don't see. I don't know why that keeps coming up, and it's kind of actually annoying me, and maybe it annoys you too. Like, because the Eight of Swords is a very restricted energy, but it's also talking about sometimes hidden stuff or insecurities, things of that nature. There is a sense of commitment here with the Hierophant showing up. And there's also this sense of like wanting to genuinely take care or genuinely care for the connection or for you, Pisces. And then the Knight of Wands, which is like, okay, willing to take action or do what you need to do to make sure that everything's taken care of. So I feel like sometimes this person doesn't always know the way, but they know there is a way. And they're very resourceful in that way. I feel like I'm rhyming right now. Because when it comes down to it, when they're committed, they want to take care. They want to take care of their person and what they've committed to. And, you know, whatever that means, they're going to do. So that's a beautiful energy. Let's see, though, deep down, how are you feeling underneath it all, Pisces? How do you feel? Queen of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Ready. The Four of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So Pisces, I feel like on an emotional level, what is this? Are you stuck on something? Is there something that you're harboring or you haven't really let go of? Some of you feel emotionally abandoned by this person, and or maybe this is stemming from childhood traumas or other relationship traumas. I don't know, but it's lingering and it's in the energy currently. So that means that there needs to be some addressing of that or soothing of that. Because I think what you really want is to give. In order to give a little, right, though, you need to be willing to open up a little bit more, okay? And or this person does, because I feel like it's actually funny because it's 3, 4, 5, but it's in the opposite direction. It's like, I got a song in my head. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. It's funny because there's regression here, but there's progression at the same time. So it's like something's being broken down in order for it to flourish again or in a different way, if that's making sense. So if there's some sort of breakdown here or like a breakdown in communication, it's setting the stage for a more meaningful or a more purposeful opportunity in the future, or you know what I mean? Like sometimes when things break down, it's because they weren't working to begin with. And until you can address that or see that it's not working, you can't fix it. Like, you can't fix things that are going unacknowledged, if that makes sense to you. So it's also about acknowledging our mistakes, or their mistakes if it's them. So let's see, let's go deeper into their heart space. What is going on? 6 of Swords, 10 of Wands, King of Wands, and the Emperor. This is one stubborn mofo. I really did want to say the full MFR word, but I caught myself. I said mofofo. I don't think that's an actual. I think it's mofo. Oh my goodness. But you know what? I like mofofo better. You mofofo. I mean, use that next time you're mad at somebody and see what happens. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't call people names. Anyways. So your person, this mofofo. Just kidding. Okay. They're stubborn though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is a lot of egotistical, prideful, not gonna budge energy, and they make things harder than they need to be because of that. Like, sometimes this person even prevents their own solutions from coming through because they're just so set in their ways, or set on the way they want it to be, that they're not open to other possibilities, which essentially shuts down some movement that could be happening for this person in a much more fluid and easy way. Now, this could just be in general, or it could be specific to the connection and you. You know, like their pride getting in the way, or control issues getting in the way, etc. But take it as it's resonating with you. I just feel like there's a sense of things being more difficult than they really need to be. And it's a lot to deal with how this person is perceiving and dealing with their own emotional flow, if you will. So let's go further into most likely outcomes then. For you and your mofofo. Where is this headed? Okay. Did not mean to do that. 9 of Swords in the reverse, the Star, the Page of Cups, and the Tower. Oh, I'm getting a song and it all comes crashing down. But I feel this to be a very positive thing, okay? Even if it doesn't seem like it, I feel like it is. This is like, this is like a big change or a big shake up. I heard shape up, okay? Like a big shape up. I don't know what that means. In the connection, but it's actually allowing for healing because it's falling on the Star. It's like, you know, no good deed goes unpunished type of vibe. You know, and then things kind of, I don't know, falling down or erupting. But yeah, in the same way, it's actually releasing you from either a trauma bond, really. Okay, for those of you that this is a trauma bond, you're going to have a release and a healing in that situation. And you'll know if it's a trauma bond. Okay. For those of you who it's not necessarily that, it's just like there's something that's changing here that's helping the energy lift around the connection so that healing can come forward, which I think is a very positive thing. So let's see. This person's most likely outcome, which of course all the outcomes, by the way, can be changed with free will. This is just a snapshot of what's likely. The Sun, the 3 of Wands, okay, the Lovers, and the Queen of Wands. So I feel like there's somebody shaken up a bit here, but then There is like all this positive energy flowing through, the ability to move forward. The Lovers this year, so it could be a reunited twin flame soulmate, if you believe in that stuff, energy showing up for you or showing up for this person. But it could also just represent that there is positive energy flowing back into the connection, which is kind of exciting, exhilarating, especially for this person, because I feel like they've been their own holdout almost, whether they're aware of that or not. Like, by picking at a problem or something, they've actually unintentionally created more barriers than solutions. But there's a breakthrough coming in, okay? And I mean this energetically speaking, that actually is allowing the energy to flow a little bit better, which feels so good, okay? Especially to this person, because they were kind of holding themselves away from feeling good possibly. But there's also some sort of shakeup here that leads to your healing, Pisces. And so, yes, I love that outcome. Let's see what the guidance cards have to say then. It is card number 1. My life is about relationships. You will never find yourself in a point in time when the subject of relationships is not an active part of your now experience. For everything you perceive or notice or know is because of your relationship with something else. Without a comparative experience, you would be unable to perceive or focus any kind of understanding within yourself. Therefore, it is accurate to say that without relationships, you could not exist at all. So bless them all. Oh, nice. Okay, we're going to leave it there for now. Pisces, zodiac signs you may be connecting with or have in your own chart. I have Gemini and Leo here, Aries, Taurus again, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Pisces again, and Leo. Those are the primary signs I'm seeing. Keep in mind it is a general reading. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comment down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. I've got like 12,000 new subscribers. That's what's up. So make sure you also don't miss out and hit that subscription button. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I do have videos and content over there as well. All of it linked in the About section as well as in the description box below. Otherwise, wishing you the very best, Pisces. And until next time, my friends, namaste.